Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about how the media likes to set up black women, and there's so many examples that I can give of this. I could talk about the music industry, I could talk about the so many other things, but today I'm going to be specifically talking about Hollywood and what we see on TV. But one of the main examples of this that I'm going to use is the new Romeo and Juliet theater remake. But just a quick disclaimer before I start, I just want to make it clear that I am not sending hate to the actress who's playing Romeo and Juliet. This is just me stating my opinion on a couple of things that I felt like I needed to get off my chest. But this is no way am I sending hate to this actress. This actress has been getting so much hate as it is already, and I genuinely, my heart hurts for her because of all of the things, all of the harassment that she's going through. The second thing that I wanted to point out is that this Romeo and Juliet situation, it isn't being made into a movie, it's a play that they're doing. And I've said loads of times in this video that it's a movie, it isn't a movie, it's just a theater play that they're doing. So recently I came across a tweet of a new Romeo and Juliet remake, and people are pissed. There's many reasons why people are upset about this, but I think we all know the main reason why people are upset, and it's because Juliet is played by a black woman. Reading through the comments, and of course, people are very mad. People are complaining and saying that people are blackwashing. But I remember seeing a tweet where someone said something along the lines of, "Oh, is this who Romeo killed himself over?" or just something along the lines of that. And it just has me thinking to myself how the media likes to set up black women. Now, looking at the actors who played this role, one of the main characters who will be playing this role is Tom Holland. Now, Tom Holland is not attractive in my opinion. Many women do find him attractive, some don't. I do not at all. And now looking at the actress that is going to play Juliet, she definitely is not ugly at all, but she just doesn't fit the role of Juliet. And there's so many other black female actresses that could have played the role of Juliet, but like I said, Hollywood likes to pick very mediocre looking black female actresses instead of the ones that genuinely do fit Hollywood standard. And this is no hate to the actress that she ended up getting the role that other people didn't. But one thing that I've realized is that producers like to push an agenda, and they know exactly what they're doing. They do have a white woman in Hollywood. They pick the best looking ones, the ones that can uphold the beauty standard for what attractiveness is. And to Hollywood, attractiveness and to be beautiful means to be white. So in order for them to uphold that standard, they pick the best looking white actresses. As of now, it's Sydney Sweeney. In my opinion, I don't find her attractive, but she fits the Hollywood standard for what a beauty is. She's blonde, she's white, she has blue eyes, and she has big boobs. Whenever they have a Latina that plays in Hollywood, they get the best Latina, like the most attractive Latina, to play a role. They don't get ugly white women or ugly Latinas to play roles in Hollywood. But whenever they pick a black woman to play in Hollywood, they don't pick the best looking ones. They pick the very mediocre ones because they like to push this narrative that black women are unattractive. Attractive and unattractive people in every race, but I just think it's very funny how whenever they do put black women in Hollywood, they never pick the best ones. And I think it's very funny how times have changed, because if you compare black female actresses in the 90s compared to now, it's completely different. In the 90s, we had black female actresses like Robin Givens, Halle Berry, Whitney Houston, Nia Long, Jada Pinkett Smith, Regina Hall, Stacey Dash. Those are the type of women that represented black women in Hollywood. They had men at their feet. Not only that, but they were extremely beautiful. Whereas now, of course, there may be a few, but they're not as good looking, and there's so many out there. But like I said, these directors and producers completely ignore them and don't pick them for a reason. It's all an agenda that's being pushed by Hollywood to make it seem like black women are unattractive, they're fat, they're masculine, they're just not worth being on the big screen. And it is generally, I don't know how we've got to this point. The 90s was like the golden era of black Hollywood. You would see black women at the forefront all the time on screen, getting the main roles in movies, and it's like that just all went downhill. And I'd say that the main reason why black women or black people as a whole were on the main screen and got the main roles were because black people were the ones that were producing those movies. And I don't know what happened, but it's like as soon as that went downhill, as soon as black people stopped producing as much movies, black women weren't really the main characters anymore. It just stopped completely. So another example of black women being portrayed as masculine and unattractive in the media is video games. Now I don't pay much attention to video games at all, but there was a thread of female characters in video games and how many people make them look ugly, especially when it comes towards black women. And I just found it very interesting. Here we have a screenshot of two completely different video games. On the left hand side we have a Japanese video game, and on the right hand side we have an American video game. And as we can see, on the left hand side is two black women, of course, but on the left hand side she's more portrayed as very feminine and she's more attractive, whereas on the right hand side she's very masculine and very unattractive. And I was looking at the comments and loads of people were complaining about it, but most people just complain because whenever men play video games they like to see attractive women. But I just think it's very funny how there are no black people in Japan, yet Japan somehow made a black woman look attractive in a video game. And since there's no black people in Japan, people usually go based off of what they see in the media, and in the media we usually see black women being portrayed as unattractive and masculine, and they somehow made her look feminine, which I think is very funny. Yet in the US, they made the black female characters look masculine and unattractive, even though the US has black people and black women more specifically, yet they made her look masculine. And here's a picture of the woman that voices the character. As you can see, she is a pretty woman that looks feminine, yet in the video game, they make her look like a man, which just doesn't make any sense. I mean, not unless that's the theme for the game or the look that they go for, which I highly doubt, but it's just pathetic at this point. You can just tell that these people are really trying to push an agenda onto people. And the only reason why they swap the races of these main characters for black people, especially black women, it isn't for diversity. It's to cause outrage. These people know exactly what they're doing. They're setting these black women up. And they do it every time. With the whole Ariel situation, as soon as people found out that Ariel was going to be black, I don't think I've ever seen the most racist things that I saw in my whole life. People were calling Halle Bailey all types of slurs, calling her names, making these disgusting memes about her. Grown men and women that probably don't even give two shits about The Little Mermaid or Disney. But as soon as they found out that she was going to be black, that's when people jumped up and started harassing her and black people. Let's be real, if they wanted to make movies with black actors as the main role, brand new movies, they could. But it's the fact that they don't want to. So they would rather take movies that have already been made and replace the main characters with black people because they know that it will make people mad. And it works every single time. All of this just gives people the opportunity to harass and bully black women as if black women don't get bullied enough on social media. Like as it is, we already get picked on enough, we already get dragged as it is. But all of this, it just takes it to a whole nother level, and it's disgusting, honestly. I do hope that in the near future there will be another shift where we see more black women in the spotlight in Hollywood being put in a positive light, like how we had in the 90s. But as for now, I honestly don't even know what to say, but I'm genuinely sick and tired of it. And I do hope that a lot of black women also notice what I'm noticing as well, and it's not just me going crazy. But if you enjoyed the video, please let me down below, and please let me know your opinions as well, because I just also want to know what other people think about this whole situation. But thank you for watching. Bye.